So we're live, brother.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, check that mic, right?
We good?
Yeah, your voice is so much deeper than mine.
Ah, that can't be
Like
true.
you have like a good, like a phone sex voice. I sound all nasally like I just got over a head cold.
It's terrifying. An awkward conversation.
So let's address the elephant in the room. Number one, new studio.
This looks amazing.
I do like the way this looks. Like we look like two meathead reporters.
You know, like San Quentin News.
Like before and after. Like I was when you were bulking and now you're all lean and ripped. Before and after.
Just never got the bulk. And it just never came.
I'm all bulk. I can't get ripped. You know the problem is when I lose weight, I have a big head. So I look like an Italian alley cat.
There's nothing wrong with having a giant squash. It's fine.
I like to tell people it's because my brain is so big. Like I have this mole. You ever notice this mole on top of my head? I like to tell people that it's my brain is so big it broke through the skull. Nobody believes it though.
Yeah. Never know.
All right, so before we get started, let's address the past 7 days. I am on a 30-day ban from Facebook.
You're a criminal.
I have a pretty good streak going. I had a run. I was going good for a while where nothing happened whatsoever. And then all of a sudden it was just, I made one comment about assassinating politicians. It was a joke. And it was literally, but apparently nobody found it funny. Actually, a lot of you found it funny. Nobody on Facebook found it funny. So...
Yeah, I gotta stay away from that.
And now that I'm on the radar, it's just like bang, bang, bang. Like if I fart too loud, I'm gonna get banned.
Very, very fortunate that I haven't been totally removed from the platform yet.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of blame you. You got me into all this.
I'm an asshole. It's what I do.
But I love you. It's fantastic.
I love you too, bro.
I look at it this way. And actually, my uncle, I took my uncle and aunt, they bought that house up in New Hampshire. So we've been bullshitting a lot lately. And he said it himself. He's like, if you're getting kicked off YouTube and Facebook, you're probably doing something right. It means you're telling the truth.
They don't care for that at all.
No.
Neither do most of the commenters on these videos either.
Oh, God. Yeah, so that's going to... I'm going to thank everybody in a moment. So I just wanted to let people know that I'm still monitoring Facebook. I just can't do anything right now. So that's one. I'm going to tell you exactly how many days I have left.
You had to call me the other day to like a post.
I know. I did. A buddy of mine got engaged. I texted him like, hey, I can't comment on Facebook, but I saw you got engaged. Congratulations. I have...
Oh, shit.
How many more days do I have?
Oh, just
18 more days.
That's what happens.
And again, all I did was comment. I just put a picture of the different U.S. patents that they have on viruses.
You are an insightful piece of shit.
I am a wretched pile of communist shit. And honestly, that's what I was being accused of. Like I told you, because you couldn't see all the comments on YouTube.
No, I was only able to see certain ones, and they were pretty tame from what I saw.
I'm gonna, and they took down 2 of my videos too. So I'm gonna see if I can pull up and read some of the comments on the videos. They were epic. So, and I don't think it was actually people. I really do think it was bots. I don't think it was real. But anyway,
I wouldn't be surprised at this point.
So I got a 7-day ban on YouTube, and for last week's, or it was a week and a half ago, we did a show. We broke it down into 4 segments. Yeah. I got dinged. I got a warning for the Fauci the fraud, and then the episode where we said the 2020 election. Correct.
Right.
That got me 7 days. So today, what we're going to do, I'll introduce all the categories, and what I'm going to use is code words. So I have to do this like a Nino Rodriguez type thing. Like he has to keep cutting people off. So we're going to be a little bit of verbal hopscotch tonight to avoid getting banned. Awesome. But I am working on. Actually, I did set up a BitChute channel, so I will put the link to BitChute. I'm going to upload to BitChute and YouTube simultaneously this week. Okay. And BitChute, that's like a conservative free-for-all. I mean, it's almost impossible to get kicked off of that. So those are 2 updates I wanted to get across to people, and I would love for everyone to comment if you guys like the new setup. Because we like to, really what we're trying to do is give you breaking news that you're not getting in the news. Like everything that's happening outside of the lamestream media.
Well, that's the thing. There's not a ton of sources. You know what I mean?
No, and they get pulled.
Has their masters. I mean,
I'm surprised Sean Hannity's still kicking over there.
Pretty much garbage anyway. I mean,
it is.
It is what it is. They just picked up on Gino. He got his own show now once a week. So they're hunting in the podcast realm now.
But that's still... Like, I'm very curious. Like, how did Bongino land a podcast, a Fox News show? That guy, I don't get it.
Podcast forever. I think he's got the second highest rated conservative podcast in the country, behind Shapiro.
I know we talked about this before, but I'm really happy that he beat the cancer.
Yeah,
I'm really happy. I'm really happy to hear that. Let's finally get some good news. So I guess we're going to start calling this weekly segment Barty Shop Breaking Patriot News until we come up with something better.
Sounds good to me.
I just made that up while I was playing with my pen. All right, so if you guys can leave us some comments, good, bad, or otherwise, about the new setup, if you guys like the flag, I personally love it. I think this is a little more functional. Editing, it's going to be a lot easier for me, and it's cool, and I've joked about this numerous times about getting this much man on camera, but now you're in one lens. So I'm expecting, like the movie Scanners. Yeah, some people's heads are going to fucking explode. Yeah, we're both married. Sorry, we're off the market. But I've never been hit on by a trans. Not that I know of. I'm not looking for it. I'm just saying. So if there's anybody out there, you got nothing to do.
I don't think so. Not that I knew of.
Throw me a comment.
Yeah, it's all possible.
So let's start off with breaking Rhode Island news. This wasn't even on the list. We just discussed this 5 minutes ago, but it has to be brought.
Not only we have to add it, but we had to add it at the top of the list.
this had to be number
disgusting.
One. Rhode Island literally tops the bottom of every economic list. It is virtually in the top 3 or the top 50. Yep. 47 to 50, virtually every economic category. There's really no reason to move here whatsoever. It's a beautiful state, poorly managed. Even the state beaches, you got to pay to go to the beach, you got to pay to park. Perfect example. I found out today, I dropped my car off at Tarbox Toyota. Shout out to Eddie and Nick Tarbox, Katarina Tarbox, love you guys. I dropped my car off because I wanted to get an inspection, and come to find out the DMV never sent me my registration renewal. So now my car is basically sitting at Tarbox Toyota until I get the thing in the mail. Like, just typical. It's a typical Rhode Island story. And they had to verify that I paid my car taxes.
They didn't forget that.
No. This is the first thing they checked. I'm like, ma'am, and she was very polite. I will say, because you know how it is when you deal with these people. She was very polite, and I literally led the conversation. I go, ma'am, before we get started, I said, if you can help me resolve this problem, I will literally send you $100 gift card to the restaurant of your choosing. Oh, we can't accept gratuities, but that is so sweet. And then she was fantastic after that. Yeah. I wasn't going to send her anything.
You butter her up a little bit.
Exactly. Okay. I do the same thing when I'm at work. If I need something from one of the doctors, at the bottom of my email, I'm like, P.S. There's a $5 Dunkin' gift card in this if you get it to me before the end of the business today. It works every time.
Trying to butter guys up at the firehouse will just get you mocked.
What do you do? Just offer them actual butter?
Well, no. If you're not like kind of snippy and rotten to each other, they know something's wrong with you and you're up to something.
Two different worlds. You need a different strategy.
So our friend Sheldon.
Yes, go run with this.
Is he a congressman or a senator?
Senator, right? Yeah.
Sheldon Whitehouse, one of Rhode Island's longest tenured politicians, was outed yesterday for being a member of an all-white club here in Rhode Island.
What's the name of the club anyway?
I have no idea.
I'm going to look it up.
But I know that when they asked him about it, his response was a lot more defending what he's doing than explaining why he's doing it.
Oh, he did not even try to talk his way out of it. He said his words, it's a long-standing Rhode Island tradition.
That is why we had to make this number one on the list. A lifelong Rhode Islander, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
Well, he's got Rhode Island written all over him. He looks like Mr. Potato Head.
You are.
I've been here since 5th grade.
Okay.
Just basically, that's a life sentence.
With the exception of my 4 years in the service, I've lived here my whole life. This is the first time I've ever heard anything about us having any kind of all-white establishments in this state.
I didn't know that was a real... How is that still legal?
At all. Like, I didn't even know that was a thing. And this guy's talking about how it's long-standing Rhode Island tradition. Maybe to that long-standing Rhode Island money that got you into politics in the first place. But I didn't know about it.
Bailey's Beach Club.
You didn't know about it.
I had no clue. I didn't know that you could actually still have an all-white anything.
And even if there were people that were okay with being a part of something like that, are you okay with a 20-year politician who's the attorney general?
Oh, listen, my only curiosity at this point is now that it's out, he's acknowledged it.
Yeah.
He's defending it. He almost got a little defensive about it.
Right.
Like, how dare you approach me about this? Like, there's that. But my question now is, where do we go from here? Like, what's going to happen? I'm willing to bet that locally in Rhode Island, we are going to get bombarded with bullshit and nonsense for the next 72 hours to 5 days to hurry up and get rid of this, to move away from it.
Yeah, probably.
It's up to patriot degenerates like us to keep it alive.
Fair assessment.
I am going to use a defibrillator on this story as much as I can and keep it alive.
Yeah, I mean, how you're a politician. Even if I can't even come up with a reasonable situation here where it's okay
Just look at the political climate.
to be part of something like this.
How do you not separate yourself from this completely at all costs? Like, go to the Dunes Club, go to the Bonnet Shores. I mean, it just is. There's two main beaches. I mean, well, three, but where's this over there? Where is this place
I have
anyway?
no idea.
I didn't know it was a thing. I honestly never heard of it.
Never knew it existed.
But yeah, so anyway, so Sheldon Whitehouse, who's been a big advocate for white supremacy, like, he's spoken out against it. He's one of these career politicians that's on board saying it's a public health crisis, belongs to an all-white beach club.
This is one of the guys that was standing before Congress talking about how George Floyd's death was a result of systematic racism.
It is.
While he's a member of an all-white club. I can't. Like,
How bad do you want to go find him and ask him this question?
how bad do I want to find out what is the arrangement? How do places like this exist? Even
Because
beyond
he makes the
him,
he
who
makes
else
the
is
laws.
a member of
That's
this
what I'm saying.
thing?
He makes the laws. That's how it's possible.
I can only imagine who else is a member of this club.
We should do it.
power in this state.
Do you remember that 80s movie Stakeout? We should do a stakeout, a body shop stakeout.
We're not exactly made to like blend with our surroundings.
I mean, we'd fit right in. We're white. You have way too many tattoos. You kind of look like a supremacist.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, they got strikes 2 and 3
my hair
right
fell
there.
out too. I can't win.
I have no tattoos. I have virgin skin.
I did once. It's okay.
Yeah, but it suits you. I don't have that. I don't think I could pull off tattoos. I don't think I have. I'm too much of like a village idiot. Like, I look intimidating from what people tell me. Like, I look like I can handle myself. But like, can you just see me walking around with like a cross tattoo on my forearm?
You gotta get that Mike Tyson shit.
I'd be like a poser.
Right here.
I should get something tattooed around that mole on my head. Make it look like a nipple or something.
The Bam Bam Bigelow flames. Nice.
I should get it pierced like Captain Lou Albano.
Oh my God.
All right, so Sheldon Whitehouse belongs to an all-white beach club here in Rhode Island and is not backing down and is in fact defending it.
Vomit.
Piece of garbage. But we all knew that. All right, so here's an interesting one. This came out. So basically what we're doing is we're recapping everything that came out through where we get our information from last week. All right. So now there was numerous stories. Gates called out the FBI. He actually sent them an official letter. Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Ted Cruz was on that?
Ted Cruz, Tucker Carlson did a segment on it, and they're demanding information that there is rumors, footage, and proof and evidence that the FBI had several people involved in not just the actual riot or the incident on January 6th, but they actually had insurgents there playing along and kind of helping people along throughout the day, where to go, what to do, and coordinating this whole little act. And it's hysterical. That was all over the place for 24 hours, and then bang, it's just gone, just like everything else.
Well, the president of the United States is still out on the road telling people at major functions that a police officer was killed that day. Still, within the last couple of days. I mean, how many reasonable sources can crush this story before they even pay attention? They're so far along this trail now that they have to stick to the narrative no matter how ridiculous it looks.
Everything's doubling down. You can't turn back at this point. There's no way.
Like, they were on track for something. Trump went and took them off their track for something. And now they are racing to get back to where we were in 2016. The economy, all of it. They're trying to crush everything. But as far as this goes, the FBI, for lack of any other words, is suspect. Suspect.
everything that you and I have been hearing and all the outlets we listen to and the people we follow, they all say the same thing. All the 3-letter agencies have to go.
Right.
They're all complicit in everything that's been taking place. I mean, Jesus, I watched a video today, and I want to say it was, oh God, who's the guy with the ex-Navy SEAL shaved head?
Mike Jaco.
Michael Jaco. He was saying that it's not just that Comey allegedly has already been arrested and is on his way to Guantanamo because he was the one that buried Frazzle Drip. He's the one that covered for Hillary and Uma Abedin. He hid everything.
Yeah.
He was the one that helped coordinate the disappearance of 9 of the 12 police officers who watched that video, which, by the way,